Hi there, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. So in this brief video, what I want to talk about is something that I believe a lot of you will be able to relate to. So if you're watching for the first time, my name is Marianne Hanson. I'm the owner and counsellor at New Journeys Counselling. I provide counselling to couples, to individuals, and my specialist areas are relationships, depression, low self-esteem, and also stress. Additionally to this, I'm also a coach and I specialise in confidence building and low self-worth. So in this brief video, what I want to talk about is something that some of you may be able to relate to, and that is when you're in a relationship with someone who's struggling with mental health or I'm going to specify it to depression. The reason I want to talk about this is because a number of years ago, I actually worked with a couple where the female in the relationship had depression, and her partner, there were lots of issues that they came for counselling for, communication issues, jealousy, but one of the issues that was raised by the female in the relationship was that her partner kind of got really angry and annoyed when she was going through a depressive episode. He found it difficult when maybe there was housework to be done, taking the dogs for walks, when she really just had days where she could not get out of bed. And this is quite a significant part of whether you're in a relationship with someone who's got an addiction, an illness, mobility issues, or depression, because all of these categories mean that that person at some point is not going to be able to do certain things. And the key thing, the number one thing I would say, is that there has to be a level of understanding about that from the beginning. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people will get involved with someone who's got a mental health issue, and their belief will be that, well, once we're together and once we get out and about and do things together, once I provide love, reassurance, and all the things that this person needs, then the depression will either disappear or then, things will be okay. I can make it okay. Now, that's quite a nice thing in a sense, because the person loves you and wants the best for you. But for the person with depression, that can sometimes feel like a lot of pressure. Some of the things that a person might do to help the person with depression, but it might not actually work, is things like, organising surprise trips, organising trips away, saying to them, let's go and see family, let's go to this festival, let's do these things. Now, I'm not saying that every single person with depression operates on the same level or functions the same. There are people with depression, majority have up and down days. Now, on the days where you do not want to see anyone, the worst thing in the world is going to, say, a crowded space, a festival, going on a long trip or anything like that. Now, your partner may not recognise that because they might see this as an opportunity to cheer you up. However, for the depressed person, it could be the worst thing in the world, and then you get into this dilemma then where the person with depression always feels like, I'm letting my partner down. It also occurs with intimacy issues. Depression affects your mind and your mood. It affects you physically and emotionally. So I'm speaking as someone who not only has worked with depression, but I have people with depression within my family. If it affects, on the days where it's affecting how you think, affecting how you behave, and also how you feel, for lots of people in relationships, it's hard for them to then become intimate with their partner. It's not that they are saying to their partner, I'm not interested in you. It's just that they do not have sexual desire. That is a common theme in depressed people, is a lack of sexual desire. And that is more about the person. The person doesn't feel sexy. The person doesn't feel that desirable or that they want to desire another person. So the key thing you can do in that situation is not to take it personally. Your partner still loves you, they still want you, but they just don't, there's something, blocking that path towards intimacy. So another thing that's really important if you are in a relationship with someone with depression is for you, if possible, to go out and do some research, get that knowledge. Some of the things you're going to hear or read about or find out might not apply to your partner because everyone's different, everyone's an individual. However, the couple that I counselled, the lady said that she was tired of having to explain to him what her condition's about. She was tired of having to say to him, depressed people do this, or it's not that I'm being lazy when I don't feed the dog or when I don't do the housework. It's because I don't feel motivated. It's because I'm sitting in the chair or lying in bed crying all day. That's not me being lazy. That is me going through a depressed episode. So the more you can find out, the easier it's going to be for you to understand what your partner is going through, and then you're not going to take things personally. Another big thing as well is for you not to try to force the person to go at a pace where they're not ready. So a key thing in the work that I do, and I've been doing this for years with working with depressed clients, I don't push them further than I know they can go. So if someone comes to me and they say, I spend weeks or I spend days in bed, I can't even manage to get out of bed, I'm not going to set them a target of walking to their local park, going shopping and doing all these things. I might set them a small task of just getting out of bed every day and getting washed and getting dressed. They don't even have to leave the house. Then the next step might be to leave the house and walk to the bottom of the road. Then it might be go to the shop and interact, actually buy something. So if you're in a relationship, I know it can get frustrated because you can see your partner and that they're not living up to their potential, or they're not operating or functioning in a way that you would want them to. I just want to tell you that that is what they also want, but they're just not able to do that. So if you can help them to take small steps, so rather than saying to them, you know, I've been at work all day, I've came back and you were still in bed, you know, you've got the covers all over you, get up, you know, what's wrong with you? Why not say something along the lines of, I know it must be difficult for you to face the world, you must be going through a bad patch at the moment, what is it that I can do for you to help? So the final thing I want to talk about that can help really when you're in a relationship with someone with depression is to treat the depression as not the enemy, but you work as a team against the depression. The worst thing for lots of people is that they feel that they're on their own dealing with this depression whilst you're over there saying, well, it's your issue. So if you can treat it as we're a team, I'm not going to give up on you. What I am going to do is we're going to tackle this depression together. On your bad days, I'm going to be there for you. On your good days, I'm going to be there for you as well. Then it will just feel more like the person feels they've got someone on their side, really. So they're the key things I would say. Now, if you are someone who is struggling with depression, whether it's a member of your family, or if you just feel like you want to talk to someone and maybe you want to make a referral to inquire about counselling, please leave your information below. Send me a message, send me an email, leave a comment on this video, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.